Gallic. And to talk a little bit about myself, honestly, the first thing to begin with, I'm just a simple TRU student. This is my third year here, and I'm majoring in theater. And when I was approached with this position, I definitely had a lot of thoughts going through my mind. But one thing that I definitely want is to be able to make some sort of change and difference for the Aboriginal community, but also for all international students at this university. I guess you can thank my grandpa for that, who I call my papa. He has been chief of the Nisqually people for most of his life. And growing up with my grandparents and being raised by them, I learned a lot from him. And I aspired to be anything as close to a good leader like he has been. Like I said, I have been raised by my grandparents, and I have learned a lot from them. I've been around elders most of my life. I have learned about my culture, our history, and a lot of other dark histories that a lot of students around here don't know of, which does upset me and hurts me. And I hope to be able to bring those to light. But another thing I want to do is be able to help represent our culture and our people through art. I grew up an art student thanks to my grandma. She got me drawn since I was 2 years old, and art is a powerful thing, I say, in society itself. And I feel like with the power of art, and most of all, the power of the people, my people, and you, the students, we can easily come together and make a great difference. Even if we may not think so, I strongly believe if we come together as a people, just to come together and fight back the people that do oppress us, we can make a difference. And that's what my slate believes in, the SAC, aka the Student Advocacy Coalition. Well, like I said, the representation of cultures, not just my culture, but for all Indigenous cultures in general. This is a big university, and there are many different people at this university, different cultures, different beliefs, and different teachings I believe they can each bring. Culture is a very important thing to me, and I'm sure it is with all students. And I believe that even with simple things such as art, it can be a good representation to show around campus, to show that we are a university that's accepting of all people. There's very little art to represent anyone around here. And I want to be able to make a difference with that, even if some small, just showing bits of art from all cultures spread across all of campus. I strongly believe that one reason that a lot of cultures and people are not seen as equal are mainly because they're not represented well enough. There's not enough representation. There's not enough sharing of culture and space. I strongly believe that, again, in the people, that we come together, we can make these differences, that we can establish a change, that everyone can be seen as equal. We just have to take the time to come together. Take that time to group up and go against the people that do oppress us. There's too much oppression in our world. And I strongly believe there can be a difference if the ones who are being oppressed come together. We as people generally only care for ourselves. That's one state that I find is a downfall. And a lot of people tend to believe that we ourselves can make a difference. But I do not believe that. I believe people are the power. We hold the power that everyone else fears. The ones that are a boss of us, basically. They fear us. They just don't say it.
Time.
I would like to start off by thanking every one of you for taking the time to listen to what I have to say. And I would say that even if I don't get elected, I hope what I say today can help inspire a group of people to do what I said, to come together and fight back the people that oppress us. I would also like to thank my slate, the SAC, for helping me and offering me this opportunity to apply for this position. Like I said, I was raised by my grandparents. My grandpa was a chief ever since I was a baby. And growing up, I always wanted to try to be as good of a leader as he was. And I always wanted to try and make a difference for people, for my people, for the students, for everyone. I wanted to try to do something good and make some sort of good change. And if this is the beginning of that, I would gladly accept the responsibility that comes with it. I want to be able to help everyone. My people, the indigenous, not indigenous, the international students,
That's time.
I want to help everyone.